Good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine Tamaris, and I'm going to inform you about the importance of diabetes and the American Diabetes Association of Northeast Ohio. According to the ADA, currently there are 330,000 Northeast Ohioans that suffer from diabetes, not to mention the amount of people that do not know that they are diagnosed. This disease is prevalent amongst children and adults, and it is currently, according to the CDC statistics, 25.8 million people with diabetes, which is 8.3% of the population. It don't seem like a lot, but I'm sure at least one of you guys know somebody with diabetes. I chose this disease and to inform you about the American Diabetes Association because most people don't understand the disease process and that there is help you can get from the association. So I'm going to enlighten you about the disease and ways to prevent, cure, and improve diabetes. Also where you can get help and assistance, or you can donate to the organization. So I will briefly explain the disease process and conclude with the information about the American Diabetes Association of Northeast Ohio. Now that I have informed you about the subject and got your focus, I'm going to explain the anatomy and disease process. The organ that deals with diabetes is the pancreas. It's on your left side of your body behind the stomach, and it is 6 inches long. The pancreas deal with two cells, the beta cells and the alpha cells. The beta cells have insulin. It produces insulin, and alpha cells produce glucagon. There's also two glands associated with the pancreas, and that's the exocrine gland and the endocrine gland. The endocrine gland is our main focus. The endocrine gland secretes the two hormones, insulin and glucagon. These two hormones regulate the blood level in your body. Insulin decreases blood glucose while glucagon increases blood glucose levels. Insulin is important to the body and a necessity because insulin takes sugar from the blood into the cells. So if you don't have the insulin to take the sugar from the blood to the cells, then your cells don't have no fuel to go. So it's sort of like a car. A car needs gasoline to go, so the glucose in your blood keeps your cells going. Diabetes mellitus is a group of diseases characterized by high blood glucose levels that result from defects in the body's ability to produce and use insulin. There are three types of diabetes. Type 1, which is formerly known as juvenile diabetes, is an autoimmune disease, and that is where your body attacks, the body's immune system attacks the pancreas, its own cells, and it is unable to produce the beta cells and the alpha cells. It kills them. So your body don't produce insulin or glucagon at all. Type 2 diabetes is the most common, and that is where it is unable to produce or release insulin. And then type 3 diabetes, which is gestational diabetes, only occurs during pregnancy, and it resolves on its own once the pregnancy is over. The signs and symptoms of diabetes: type 1 is frequent urination, unusual thirst, extreme hunger, unusual weight loss, and extreme fatigue and irritability. Type 2 diabetes, which still have the same symptoms as type 1 diabetes, you can have frequent infections, blurred vision, cuts, bruises that heal slowly, and numbness and tingling in the hands and feet. And often people that have, often these people with type 2 diabetes do not have the signs and symptoms. If you do not take care of your body properly, it affects many of your other body systems. It can cause micro angiopathy, which is micro damage to blood vessels, which cause diabetic neuropathy, which is partial or complete vision loss. It also causes diabetic neuropathy, which is numbness and tingling in your hands, and diabetic nephropathy, which is damage to the kidneys. You also can get microvascular disease, which causes the body to heal more slowly, which lead into coronary artery disease, stroke, peripheral vascular disease, which most of the time that cause your amputations because the blood flow is not getting to your fingers and toes. That's why you see most people with diabetes have fingers and toes amputated. Then you have diabetic myonecrosis, and that's wasting of the muscles, and impotence, which is a decrease in sex drive. You also have diabetic ketoacidosis, which is, it produces acetic ketone bodies, which causes dehydration, and most of the time you have to be hospitalized with this disease. With diabetes mellitus, often it causes hypoglycemia, and that is where you do not have enough sugar in the body. Treatment and prevention for this disease. Treatment in type 1 diabetes is unpreventable, and you must receive insulin injections for a lifetime. With type 2 diabetes, you must maintain a healthy lifestyle to prevent it, and that is increase physical exercise, change your diet, maintain a healthy weight. With gestational diabetes, it resolves on its own once the pregnancy is over. You must always consult your physician, and once diagnosed with diabetes, you must check your blood sugars according to your physician's orders. Also, the medication that you can take is orally, which is by mouth, or you can take insulin injections and injection shots. It just depends on the condition of the disease, how far it has progressed. The organization that supports diabetes is American Diabetes Association of Northeast Ohio. They fund research which prevent, cure, and manage diabetes. You can get on the website to find objective and credible information, along with the latest news and research findings. You can donate to their cause or get assistance. They also help with materials like testing machines, lab tests, and that's about it. There are 2 sites in the Northeast Ohio area, and that is in Akron, Ohio, and Cleveland, Ohio. And here is the address and phone number at both sites where you can get information on diabetes. You can also donate to this cause if need be. Now that I have informed you about diabetes and how to receive assistance or lend a helping hand, I'm going to sum things up. This disease is common in our society, and we need to help get it under control. So spread the word about how to prevent and cure diabetes. Refer anybody to the Northeast Ohio Diabetes Association, either the website, or you can call at 1-888-DIABETES. And the website is Northeast Ohio Diabetes Association. The CDC stated in 2010 about 1.9 million people aged 20 years or older were newly diagnosed with diabetes. So what are the statistics in 2011? Let's make a change and decrease the number and put the mission statement of the ADA into effect to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes. Remember to contact the Northeast Ohio American Diabetes Association, 1-888-DIABETES. Thank you.